3 actions that are practically guaranteed to help you build good relationships with people who were born on the 9th, 18th, or 27th, or in September. Building relationships with a husband or a wife who was born on these dates. It could be building relationships within a team. Or, for example, if you have a boss who was born with these characteristics on these dates. And this will once again allow you to build good relationships. We all want our relationships, whether at home or in the workplace, to be good. And one of the key factors that will lead to this is understanding the personality type or archetype of a person, which we teach in our school, and the qualities through which you can build a bridge to that person. A distinctive characteristic of people born under a strong 9 is wisdom. So what is important to do here? First of all, understand what this person wants and speak their language. Write in the comments under this video right now if there are people in your circle who were born on the 9th, 18th, 27th, or in September, and how you would characterize these people. The main quality of these people is wisdom, inner wisdom. But it can manifest as a positive characteristic as well as a negative one. In a positive light, these are people who understand this world. Yes, who already have a scheme of action laid out in their heads. They can break everything down in detail to the smallest point in a sequence. That is, break down the entire process. Like grandmasters, they see and understand it all, and all they need is for it to be recognized that they have this. So the first step to building harmonious relationships with such people is recognizing their merits, recognizing their ability to see the whole process. You can even approach them and say, well, for example, in a team, well, look, I'm so amazed by your ability to put everything in its place. And that's it. You're already guaranteed a trusting relationship. If it's in the family, just watch out for that. We've already, gotten used to communicating with each other in the family. Well, I mean, almost everyone in the family is used to communicating, well, on the level of habits, yes. The same actions constantly, every single day, day in and day out, lead to the fact that we, as if this line is being blurred for us, yes, well, of some excitement in the relationship, of novelty in the relationship. And we gradually move into relationships that are just a matter of habit. Now, I'll reveal a very important point. Throughout our lives, our life goals and priorities change, and we expect support from one another. Support. Sometimes it just so happens that a person really needs to take a decisive step right now at this very moment, and what they truly want is support, to feel understood, at least within their family, right? Because having that sense of understanding and support from family can be so important. But we don't do that. We don't really notice this state because of what exactly? Simply habit, as they say in one of those old movies, right? So the first step is recognition of a person's achievements, their accomplishments. By the way, if there's anything you don't quite understand, you can always just join our programs, like the free webinars or the intensives at our school, and really get to understand a person even at that level, right? Whenever you feel unsure, these options are there for you. And by the way, we analyze the personality number, which is based on the birthday, in the first module at the first level of our training. You can also come and understand even this. Sometimes even these basic things are absolutely enough to recognize that the person has wisdom and to acknowledge their merits. The next step, which is truly guaranteed to change your relationships, both within your family and also at your workplace, is coming up. Even if you are not particularly fond of it or if it feels a bit uncomfortable, I encourage you to at least give it a try. It's about agreeing with that person's conclusions. You might realize that it's not true, right? You can have your own opinion, but if you just agree with the person, there's a 99% guarantee that your relationship will already be established. You can do it your way later, but for trust, it's important for the person to hear that you agree, right? I had a very interesting case during a consultation where I recommended someone do exactly that. He wrote back a month later. He was in a situation where his father would visit and start lecturing him. You need to do this, do that, do it this way. But the man is already an adult with his own family and life. And he decided to use this technique. He said he started by saying, yes, Dad, okay, yes, Dad, fine, I understand you, I'll do it just as you say. Well, he says, he listened once, twice, 3 times, and that's it, no more scandals. Why? Because every single visit used to end in a scandal. Well, I think many of you go through this where the older generation starts telling you, or went through it, let's say, that you must do it this way because I understand, I know how it should be done. And the key position for people with nines, strong nines in a negative trait is that they impose their opinion on everyone, I know how. So whoever has gone through this, yeah, write to us, yeah. And I think that for many, their parents still talk like that even now. But the main thing is that you slowly we copy the habits, right, of the older generation, and then we start, doing exactly the same thing. It's gotten to the point of being ridiculous. I catch myself thinking now that I'm starting to have the same jokes as my father, right? As for my mom, let's say, I can't say anything because she died very young, and we practically had no communication as such. And I even laugh at it and acknowledging these steps, right? My own, that the same thing is showing up in me, just like in anyone else. That's already a step. Yeah. Well, we had a laugh. Look, my father used to say that, and now I'm starting to repeat it. That's it. This habit is starting to fade away now, right? Why? Because it was in our field for some time and we, well, essentially absorbed it. We think it's funny, right? The jokes, but it offends others. Yeah. They say it's funny when everyone is laughing. Well, yeah, you have to admit it and, use those little jokes somewhere else where it's appropriate. And so, finishing the story, the person started applying all this and says, yes, Dad, fine. One time, the dad comes over and says, well, you'll still do everything your own way anyway. He says, yes. Then why do you say that? Well, he says, we're always arguing because you're telling me what to do. Well, yeah, I know better. And for some reason, every meeting of ours ends with, well, a bit of a, disagreement. Do you enjoy that? He says, no, and I don't like it either. But now look, you've been coming over lately and we haven't been arguing. We're not arguing. Is that good for you? Yes. And it's good for me, and I'm pleased, that our meetings end. Well, we talked, discussed something, and that's it, and you left happy, and I stayed happy. Is that normal? Is that good? Yes. But you'll still do it your way. Yes, I'll do it my way because I'm an adult. I have my own opinion, my own life, and it's time for you to accept that. And that's it. Their disagreements ended there, and it turned into a kind of game. Yes, Dad, fine. Try doing it that way, and you'll see the result. Yeah. Write in the comments right now. Yeah, Dad, I'll try it. And third, what's very important to build relationships with nines is to consult them. It's important for nines that people consult them, that they come and ask, even about some small thing. Their archetype is the sage. And what's important to a sage? That people come to him for advice, come for any little thing, but the most important thing is that they understand that their opinion matters to someone. And your relationship will then be built from a position of, I'm okay, you're okay. So it's very important for nines that they're consulted, that their opinion is taken into account. If you do this, then it practically guarantees that you will have a truly good and positive relationship with this person. Well, and from their side, what you will receive is genuine trust in you and a deep sense of respect for you as an individual. They will think, for this person, my opinion is important. And as a result, they will naturally be drawn to you, wanting to be closer to you and to spend more time with you, because they will feel that connection and mutual understanding. And then, you'll be speaking the same language. Try out these 3 simple steps, these 3 helpful recommendations, these 3 practical tips, and you'll see just how much your life can truly turn around. And of course, if you have such people around you, you can come for a consultation. We will talk through it in detail. Pros, cons, and what's in your date of birth, what's there, what you should change, and not even so much change, but what steps you should take to reveal your talent and your characteristics. Yes, of course, come to our events, subscribe to our channel and to our other resources. There's Telegram, there's vContact, all the links are in the description of this video. And I'm waiting for you at the next meeting, at our webinars, at our events, and of course, see you in the next video.